Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in a dining hall, Victoria's sitting at one of the tables, looking at a wedding dress magazine. Just as Amber came to the table where Victoria is, and saw what she's doing, and sat down across from her. Sounds like somebody's getting hitched soon, and as Victoria put the magazine down and saw Amber there. Well, if all goes well, must be nice having a man that actually cares for you. I think that's different in your case. Well, I guess you can say that. Meanwhile, at the Grandview Diner, Nancy's finishing her lunch. Just as Heather came to her table is where Nancy is, and she saw her mom, while she saw her daughter. Mom, what are you doing here? Just having lunch like any ordinary person, but I'm glad you came because I need to tell you something. Yeah, what is it? And as Heather sat down and faced her mom, I love you. Look, I know it sounds daft that I haven't told you or the rest of the clan what's going on here. Meanwhile, in the office, Julie and Adam both came in, with Adam closing the door, and turned and faced his mom, who did the same. What the hell do you think you're playing at, Mom? Well, for a married man, I can clearly see one of the patrons who's a woman fancies you more than just the meal itself. Really, Mom? All she was doing is complimenting me on my job. Besides, she's already married. That I can clearly see, but that doesn't mean squat, as you know. See, the thing is, I really don't want to hear it right now. Wait, is that the reason to why you told her I'm married? Exactly. Which will be the one key to make that cow back off you. Meanwhile, at the Whitman's house and Carol and Jeremy's bedroom, Ricky and Jeremy both carried Carol towards the bed and arrived and gently laid her on the bed. Just as Faith, Charlotte, Allison, and Max all came in, and they all saw them. Look, guys, I can't tell you how good it feels to be back at home again. We all glad you're doing okay. By the way, thanks for coming, Charlotte. No problem. Now that you're home, each one of us will be taking care of you. Well, mainly me. Then you're wasting your time, honey, because all I need is you and not the others. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Tom was sitting at the bar stool drinking a beer. Till Corey came to where he is. You mind if I join you? And as Thomas signaled him and as he sat down, just as Noah came to him with a bottle of beer and put it down and turned and walked away, leaving Corey and Thomas to talk. And as Corey sent some won't Tom. So what's troubling you, mate? I guess I should really consider myself lucky. What do you mean? I thought things going good between you and Victoria by now. They are. And what seems to be the problem? I feel that a whole new game might be set in motion. Meanwhile, at Abby's table, Abby's writing songs on her iPad. Just as Crystal came to the table where Abby is. Must be some good song you're writing, and as Crystal arrived and Abby saw and put her iPad down. What the hell do you want? Come now, Abigail. That really hurts my feelings. You are really convinced that I'm trouble and nothing but a stuck-up cow just because I want Faith out of the group. So now you and the rest of the clan are banding up by suing me. Meanwhile, at the Grandview High School in the hallway, Kristen's looking at the Hall of Fame of the former cheerleader stars on the wall. Just as Vanessa came to where Kristen is. You must really miss it. At times I do. And as Kristen turned and saw Nessa, you want to talk about it? Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment in Lauren and Tyler's apartment, Lauren came in with groceries. And as she closed the door and went and put the 2 grocery bags on the table, just as her iPhone beeps, and she got it and saw a text and began heading towards the bedroom. and a wide and open it, and saw candles and petals that surround her bed along the scenery in the room, just as Daniel came out of the closet to where Lauren is. I've been waiting for you. So I see. And I gotta say, this is truly amazing. And as Lauren went to where Daniel is, and arrived just in time for them to begin kissing each other. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the dining hall, Victoria and Amber are talking. So talk to me. Who's the man in your life? Well, I've been dating Ryder for a couple weeks and I thought all was well, till suddenly he became distant. Have you questioned about it? Yeah, and we fight. But lately I've been seeing him at the hospital with another woman. What did you pick up when you see them? I get the sense that there's something going on between them. Meanwhile, at the Grand View Diner, Nancy and Heather are talking. Wow, really, Heather? Can I tell my own daughter how much I love her without being interrogated in return? I know you love me. That's what scares me. Alright, I got a better question. When the hell are you gonna tell me that you're moving in with Tyler? Mom, I love that man. Really? So you assume that just because you and him been together for a minute? Look, I know I'm only 19, but I'm on my senior year as I know it. Meanwhile, in the office, Julie and Adam are talking. You have to understand what my job consists of. I'm gonna be around lots and lots of women, and that's not gonna change anytime soon. I just don't want any of them to think that she is. Do you hear yourself on how crazy that sounds? She has kids of her own, and you would know that how? Mom, just lay off, will you? Fine, I won't push for now. Why are you here anyways? I need to tell you something, so I want you to prepare yourselves. I don't understand. Prepare for what? Meanwhile, at the Whitman's house in Carol and Jeremy's bedroom, Carol and Jeremy are talking while Carol is lying in bed. I really want to thank you for allowing the kids to care for me, but I'm fine. No, you're not. Somebody tried to kill you. What? But why would they do that? We don't know. I'm gonna find out the reason. You know, come to think of it, the last thing I remember is going to our daughter's wedding. By the way, did they? No. And as Allison came in, and Carol and Jeremy saw her, Mom, don't worry about my wedding. All I want is for you to get better, okay? Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Ricky and Max are talking, just as Ricky's finished pouring himself a cup of coffee, just in time for Charlotte to come in. Oh good, you might not have a cuppa? Have this one. And as Ricky gave her his cup, which she got, and as he went and poured himself another cup, Mom won't be back to herself. Anyways, how's things going in Boston with Nicholas? They're doing quite well. I know I've been busy doing my movie shoot. That's kind of the reason to why my husband has decided to stay and continue his project, but I know he'll be here this Christmas. Well, he'll try to be. You know, it is really good having the family around. Since you're here, I need to tell you something. What is it? Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Thomas and Corey are talking. You may be right. My mom was almost killed because some maniac freak. Did they find out who? I don't know, man, but I better not see them at all. Because if I do, they're gonna wish they weren't born. Is this because Yolanda married Cole? Dude, I can't even thunder on that. All I know is my life with Yolanda is over. She insulted my entire family at Melissa and Adam's engagement party. Something I would not get past. Damn, that's gotta be rough. No matter. You know what? I think it's time I take my relationship with Victoria to the next level. There you go. And speaking of which, I'm still planning on marrying Alice again. Mate, aren't you married? Yeah, but we really want to do the renewal ceremony. Meanwhile, at Abby's table, Abby and Crystal are talking. Are you serious right now? I think I know what's going on. Do you really? Yeah. You want control and you're pissy about it because you couldn't get it. I just want to drop this whole fight. When clearly you don't give a damn at all. Look, I was jealous of Faith. There. You happy? That was the reason, really, Crystal? That's a bold lie, and you know it. She's not lying, and a Slater came to where they are. And Abigail and Crystal saw. Crystal just wants what's best for the group, and there's too many people in the group to factor. You know what? Your little bodyguard isn't gonna stop this matter. I mean, this is a real blow for you, Crystal. Are you really that desperate that you try to convince all of us separately? Then you're more doomed than I give you credit for. Meanwhile, at the Grandview High School in the hallway, Kristen and Vanessa are talking. How's your family doing? Fine. Now getting back to you. I just want to get a feel of this place because I have a job here. Really? Doing what? Cashier at the cafeteria. Okay. The last time I saw you, I just want you to be safe. And I am protected. Is the rest of your family here? Yeah. And as Vanessa went in the empty classroom with Kristen following her, and as Vanessa closed the door, and as she turned and faced Kristen, who did the same thing. Why do I get the distinct feeling that my family is still in danger? Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Lauren and Tyler's apartment and Lauren's bedroom, Lauren and Daniel are still in the kiss. And as they pull back, happy anniversary. I cannot believe you and I have been together for 4 years. Meeting you was the best thing that ever happened to me. Same here. Honestly, I really don't know how I've gotten this far without your support and loving. And yes, I'm sorry for not telling you about my family early on. Oi, it's fine. I completely understand. Thank you. Anyways, I was kind of thinking about something. What? About you and me? Yeah. Which is why I think it's the perfect time. And as Lauren took out her purse and got a box from inside it and gave it to Daniel, who got it. And as he looked at Lauren, what exactly is this? Why don't you open it and find out? Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the dining hall, Victoria and Amber are talking. I think you should dig in and find out more about her story. How I'm going to do that? Well, with my help, we're going to find out who this woman Ryder's been with. Look, I appreciate that, and I really do, but how exactly are you allow me to introduce myself? I'm Victoria Anderson, well, formerly known as Grimes, which I'm pretty certain you, yeah, I know who you are. You're Holden's ex-wife, right? Yeah, see you read the tabloids. More importantly, I am at your service. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And by the way, my name is Amber. You know, I have a good feeling that this is gonna be the start to a great friendship between you and I. Tis. And as Amber's iPhone beeps, and she got it and saw who it is. Look, I gotta go, but you and I should catch up more. Not to worry, I'll find you. And as Amber got up and turned and walked away. Meanwhile, at the Grandview Diner, Nancy and Heather are talking. I just want you to be careful, and I am. Tyler really makes me happy. Does his parents know that you're shacking up for him and playing house? Why are you giving me grief right now? I didn't ask for this little interview. I just don't want you to make the same mistake your father and I did. Then why don't you trust me? Because I'm gonna be with him no matter what you say. Fine. I want to meet his parents. What about the rest of my family? Are you nagging them too? And as Nancy's iPhone rings, aren't you gonna answer that? And as Nancy got the phone and saw who it is. Be lucky I had to take this, but just be careful. That's all I'm asking you. I will be. Excuse me. And as Nancy got up and answered the phone call as she walked away. Hello. Meanwhile, in the office, Julie and Adam are talking. Mom, tell me what's going on here. I think it's time you learn the truth about your father and I.
Are you okay? I really don't know at this point. What does that mean? It's not working out between us after all. You've been married as long as I remember. Yes, I know that. So what's with the sudden breakup? It is taking me some time, but I have come with a final decision. What would that be? Your father isn't the love of my life. So for those reasons, I decided that our marriage is over. Meanwhile, at the women's house in Carol and Jeremy's bedroom, Carol and Allison are talking while Carol's still lying in bed. I feel that it's my fault. That Mom, don't do this, please. The person who ran you down, they're the ones at fault here. How are you feeling? Really? Alright, I'm fine. Look, point of the matter is, I'm here for you. Thank you. You mind telling the rest that I need to rest up? And as Jeremy came back in, and Allison and Carol saw, look, I have to go to work, but I'll call and check on you, okay? Thank you. And as Allison turned and went and left the room, with Jeremy closing the door, and as he went and got in bed and laid beside his wife, who saw me. The doctor said your head injuries will heal soon. I really hate this. Being so damn powerless when that freak who did this to me is roaming free like it doesn't have any care for the world. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Charlotte, Faith, Ricky, and Max are talking. Wow. How does it feel to have that weight off your shoulders? Wait, did you know? I suspected, but I wasn't quite certain. And also, it was in my place. Thing is, I finally came and accepted of my terms of being gay, and I'm quite proud of it. I'm glad you are. And as Allison came to where they are, and Charlotte, Faith, Ricky, and Max saw her. How's Mom doing? I'm not gonna lie, but it is gonna take some time before she returns to her former self. And speaking of which, she suggested that we give her some time alone with our dad. Well, we all should support her in every way. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Thomas and Corey are talking. I got a suggestion. Why don't the two of you get married at the Grand Baptist Church? Look, mate, it's nice, but that church has to be reserved, but I can get you in if that's what really... Wow, I didn't even realize that, but if you can, I want you to be there as my best man. Count me in. And as Thomas' iPhone rings, and he got it and saw it's Victoria and answered. Hey, love. Hey, yourself. Where you at right now? I'm at the pub with Corey. I'm on my way right now. Alright, I'll see you when you get there. And as Thomas hung up, well, on that note, I think I better go. I have to check and see how my mom's doing. And as Corey got up and took out his wallet and left $20 on the table. Give her my best for me. Will do. And as Corey put his wallet up and turned and left the pub, walking past Abby's table with Abby, Crystal, and Slater talking. What do you mean she's doing, Abby? That's not like you at all. Then clearly you don't know who I am. Abigail, look. I'm a producer that's gonna take my group to the next stardom. Wow, that's nice for you. Anyways, if you could excuse me, I have real work to do. Too bad. Crystal and I ain't going anywhere. That's fine with me. I just go to another table and it's Abigail her iPad and her stuff. Please don't follow me. And as she hid and sat on another table while Crystal and Slater continued talking. Damn. Wow, I didn't realize that would fail. What would your next move be? They're gonna see why this ridiculous lawsuit would never come to play. Because I'm gonna break this little group if it's the last thing I do. Meanwhile, at the Grandview High School in the empty classroom, Kristen and Vanessa are talking. Look, I didn't mean to scare you with my whole demeanor and all. Well, surely there's a reason to. I want you to enjoy your senior year as much as possible, okay? Okay, but you're not just lying to me or winding me up just to protect me, are you? Of course not. Okay, anyways, I better go. Bobby's expecting me. Even though you've seen Jeff, is it not suspicious? It's a long story, which I'll tell when we meet again. And as Vanessa went and left the classroom, just as Kristen's iPhone beeped, and she got it and saw a text saying, "I'll watch your back if you want to protect the Edgewoods," which freaks Kristen out. And as she in turn speed dialed her brother Noah. Noah, it's me. Yeah, I'm doing fine. How soon can you meet me at the pub? It's very urgent. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment in Lauren and Tyler's apartment in Lauren's bedroom, Lauren and Daniel are talking, just as Daniel begins to open the box that Lauren gave him, but she stopped him. What's wrong? And as they begin kissing each other, and pull back. I love you always. I love you too. And not to worry, your parents will be found soon. Oh, I know they will. And as Daniel continued opening it, and as he succeeded in its revealed to be a key, and as Daniel looked at Lauren, is this what I think, Daniel? We have been so strong, you and I. I really want it to continue to be that way. So the reason as to why I'm giving you this key is, I was kind of hoping that you and I can embark on the next chapter of our relationship. Only if you're ready for it. Yeah, it seems you and I are in sync with each other a lot, and that really motivates me. So, will you move in with me? Look, I know it's not a mansion, but you have a lot of benefits. Like me, you don't have to explain no more, because the answer is yes. Really? Of course. I would love to move in with you. And as they begin hugging each other, which resulted in them kissing each other, and as Daniel began leading Lauren towards the bed, which they got on, with Daniel taking off his shirt in the process, followed by Lauren, just in time for Daniel to get on top of Lauren, and as he began to make sweet love towards his girlfriend.